Alright, even if you think you watch a lot of football, even if you think you know the rules, I can guarantee you that if you turned on this Notre Dame versus Virginia game, you likely learned at least 3 to 4 things. I mean, it was going to be a sloppy game as is. Notre Dame had 2 missed field goals by 2 separate kickers on 2 opposite sides of the upright, with neither kick being particularly close. They threw a 70-yard touchdown pass that got called back by a hand to the face, but there were 3 plays that will really test your knowledge of football. Boom, opening kickoff, Notre Dame gives the boot, it bounces off the chest of the returner and is scooped up and scored by the Fighting Irish. Now, is the ruling on the field correct? If not, why? I'll give you like 2 seconds. Okay, it was overturned because a muff kick is still seen as a kick and therefore can only be recovered by the kicking team and not advanced like a fumble could be. That was the easy one. Let's go on to the medium. It's in the same vein because Virginia just punted the ball. It's coming down fast, too fast in fact, as it bounces off the chest of the Notre Dame returner and is caught by a Cavalier, giving the ball back to Virginia. Now, is the ruling on the field correct or not? So, once again, this time it actually is not a correct call. It should not be Virginia's ball. When the returner fair catches it, he has a right to complete the catch unimpeded, meaning that they actually missed a fair catch interference call, as noted by the rules expert in the booth.
Absolutely. When a receiving team player signals for a fair catch, he's entitled to the unimpeded opportunity to complete that catch. Even if he muffs the ball into the air, he should still have the opportunity. It was denied.
But let's go back to that. Are you saying he was impeded from getting the ball again? It looked like the ball bounced away from him.
Well, but even though the ball bounced away from him, he's still entitled to try to complete the process of the catch before a kicking team player is allowed to catch that ball or touch it.
Now, personally, I'm glad it wasn't called because it's a sick play for Virginia, and if you, as a returner, bounce the ball off your chest this far, you don't deserve to be bailed out by a rule meant to protect you if you're slightly bobbling it. But that is not the last confusing rule. Let me take you to later that same half. We have a wonky punt formation, and it's a fake. We actually ran this fake back in high school to pick up a 40-yard gain, which was sweet, but they take it all the way. This, by the way, is on the same drive as that 70-yard touchdown that got called back, and in a similar way, this one gets called back. Do you know why? Here's a hint. It's actually a pre-snap penalty, meaning no holding, no blocking the backs, and it's not a false start. So judging the formation, can you tell me what's wrong with this play? Okay, the official ruling is that this is an illegal formation. You see, when you are in a kicking formation, the typical numbering rules, like your offensive lineman needing to have numbers between 50 and 70, are parted. But to do that, you need to have a kicker that's 10 yards from the line of scrimmage with nobody lined up under center. So by lining up 24 where they lined him to take the snap, it actually makes this play ineligible for that exception. So yeah, I don't think I've ever seen so many confusing and unknown rules called in one game, but this was like a great way to flex your chops if you're a big fan of the technicalities of football.
Loose, and